guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to this week's vlog. I am Ashley if you are new, and if you are new, please go ahead and stop what you're doing. Do me a quick favor, hit that subscribe button as well as that notifications bell so that you and I can become acquainted and so we can do things like this on the regular. So of course, y'all know we got to talk about Super Bowl. I know it's a week ago at this point. However, we never got the chance to talk about it. Of course, we spoke about, you know, how we were so excited about Usher and his performance and how we were very confident that he was going to blow the roof off that mother. And he did just that. He absolutely delivered. His performance, in my opinion, honestly, pretty much the general consensus that I have been hearing from everybody, especially the day of and the day after, I thought everybody loved it. I didn't really hear any negativity about it. Only thing I heard that was remotely, I wouldn't even say negative, is it was accurate actually, was the Alicia Keys when she kind of first came out and her voice cracked, but that's no reflection on Usher, and I still think that they did a really good job. But yeah, so I thought Usher killed it. For me, I loved it. I loved his performance, but I was nowhere near surprised because Usher was born for stuff like that. Like, Usher is an amazing performer. He always has been. Not only is he an amazing singer, but he also is an amazing, obviously, dancer, and he's an amazing entertainer. So I know a lot of people had stuff to say, and they were kind of clutching their pearls at as it pertains to how he was kind of dancing behind Alicia Keys and I guess kind of grinding on her. But I didn't really see a problem with that. Now, would I have wanted my man to do it? Maybe not. But if he was bringing home the bag like Usher, and I understood that this is his job, obviously, because again, this is his job. He is an entertainer. I didn't see nothing wrong with that. I wouldn't even be tripping. Like, and plus the song was called My Boo. It's not called like My Homeboy or My Homegirl. So, you know, he was just, you know, really into it and trying to sell the performance. So again, I didn't really see nothing wrong with that. And I thought people kind of booed that out of proportion. Like, both of them are married. Obviously, she's been happily married. I was gonna say maybe with a little bit of controversy because allegedly she took that lady's man. But that ain't what we're here to talk about. But of course, Usher actually got married over the weekend to the mother of his two younger kids. So both of them are happily married. I don't think that if you know your spouse is coming home at night, so I don't see why people was tripping about that. But anyway, I say all of that to say Usher did amazing, her did amazing, Alicia Keys, Lil Jon, Ludacris, all of them. But we got to talk about the Queen. We have to discuss the Queen. And y'all know, obviously, it's certainly not Queen Elizabeth. May she rest in peace. But it is most certainly the Queen, Beyonce Knowles Carter. But Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter. Now, here's the thing. I'm here for Renaissance and all of its acts. And I mean, for those of us who have been, you know, in the whole Renaissance era, we knew that there was going to be some addition. There was 3 acts coming out of Renaissance. We already got Act 1, which was kind of like the disco, techno, house music era, which was the first album. But in addition to that, and that was only Act 1. So I mean, when she put Act 1 on the actual album, so we knew Act 2 was coming. Now, did we know that Act 2 was going to be a country-inspired album? Maybe not so much, but anybody who is into Beyonce remotely, especially if you even listen to the Lemonade album, then you knew that she had Daddy's Lessons, I think is the name of the song on the album. You knew that she was always kind of dipping her toe into country music, but it's giving that Act 2 out, and especially based off of the attire that she's been given, the cowboy hats with everything, the spurs, the what is that called, like a bolero, whatever that kind of tie is. I don't know. I ain't from Texas, girl. I'm not from Oklahoma. But this whole era is given, you know, Renaissance. Act 2 is about to be a country era. Now, yeah, I know how much I love Beyonce. Obviously, I'm talking about it right now. I absolutely love Beyonce. There is no secret about that. However, I gotta be honest with y'all, and I gotta say, and you might be surprised, but I don't like country music. And I'm excited about the album because I know I'm gonna like it because it's her. About Act 2, from a artistic standpoint, I want to see the completion of the full Renaissance in all 3 acts. But I'm not really excited about this country era because I don't like country music, never have. I never have. There might be some little bits, some little songs here and there that I might like. Like I like that, well, I don't even know if I could say it's like Tracy Chapman when she just performed with the guy on the Grammys and he redid her song, Fast Car. Like I love that performance and that's technically country music. But honestly, y'all, I haven't even heard that she, so in addition to her coming to the Super Bowl, let me finish my thoughts. I'll be all over the place, but y'all already know that. And we love each other, so y'all accept me. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is that obviously she came to the Super Bowl and she looked amazing. She looked, the hair and makeup on this girl at the Super Bowl was just top tier. Like, y'all know I love blonde. I can't wait to go back to my blonde era, my damn self. It gotta get a little bit warmer outside though for me. But what I will say is that she has been looking amazing. I love all the looks she's been given, what needs to be given. And then of course she had a Super Bowl commercial. Allegedly she got paid like $30 million from Verizon. Even just watching the commercial, so even watching the Verizon commercial, I was super surprised to just see her or just to hear her voice, for her to do so much talking, because she don't do a whole lot of talking, especially like on social media. Like she very rarely ever talks. So it was just very surprising to hear her do so much talking in the commercial. But when you get a $30 million check, girl, you know, you're gonna do what you need to do. But I love the commercial, but I was not expecting for her to drop 2 damn songs. And like I said, I'm not a country music fan by any stretch of the imagination. So if it wasn't for like if it wasn't for like clips on like TikTok and Instagram, I never would have heard the song. But I haven't actually heard their 16 Carriages. I haven't heard any of that song yet. But I did hear the Texas Hold'em song, I think is what it's called. So that is definitely not my vibe, but I'm here to support the queen no matter what, essentially. But yeah, a lot of people are already talking about what they wear into the concert, and I'm like, listen, I know that you want to be prepared and you want to start, you know, thinking in advance, but I mean, this lady has not announced the concert just yet, but we know how the girl does. And I'm like, damn, is she about to go on another world tour after you just got off of one? I think the last tour just ended like in October or November, so wow. Apparently, clearly my work ethic is nowhere near. It's not even a fraction of hers, because I would be chilling for like a year or 2 before I went back on tour. But that's just me, and that's the reason why I'm not a billionaire, perhaps. But anyway, I'm interested to know if you guys are excited about this country music era that Beyonce is about to give for Renaissance Part 2. I love the fashions. I love, you know, the vibe, and obviously I'm gonna still listen to the album. And the album I think comes out on March 29th, so I'm super excited to hear it. Like I said, when I first heard Break My Soul, and when I first kind of understood that was going to be kind of the vibe of the album, was like techno, kind of dance, kind of like house music, kind of disco, if you will. Even it wasn't my vibe, but if you know, I talk to y'all so much about how much I love that album. So I'm not gonna write I'm not gonna write Act 2 off just yet, because I said I wasn't a house music fan, but when I tell you the Renaissance album is my favorite Beyonce album ever, including better than the Beyonce album, Lemonade, freaking Dangerously in Love. I mean, B-Day, I could go on and on and on. But anyway, like I said, I'm excited to see the artistry, and I'm sure it's gonna be a vibe. I'm sure she's gonna have something on there that I like, because that's just what she does. She's a super creative girl. But anyway, super excited about this era, but the country music, not so much. But I am excited to see how she step on them country music people's head, because you know they do not want us. You know how that is. They probably are not super excited about the girl entering their genre, but she can do all things. So yeah, just gonna have to accept it. But anyway, I digress. Oh, another thing I wanted to talk to y'all about was the girl Zendaya. Did y'all see, this is a fashion thing, but did y'all see Zendaya at the premiere of her new movie, Dune 2? First of all, of course, she's styled by Law Roach, and he just gets it. Like, he's the fashion stylist. He's what June Ambrose still is, what Misa Hilton still is, but I think that his style is even that much more avant-garde, even that much more haute couture. But when he put this girl Zendaya, I'm gonna put the picture right here. When he put the girl Zendaya in this, I think it's Thierry It's Mugler, but it's like circa 1993, 94, 95, one of those years. She slayed this look on the red carpet. It was unbelievable. The way she was walking around, she was kind of like giving like robot vibes, if you will. Y'all, I gagged when I saw that, when I saw that clip of her on the red carpet. Did y'all see it? Like she's like the perfect she has the perfect fashion girl body anyway. Like she's tall, she's super slender, and she's elegant, and oh my god. And I think this movie is kind of like a spacey type movie, if you will. I know they kind of like it's called Dune because they're in the desert. I haven't seen the first one, but oh my god, just the fact that he put her in this, I was like, this is what I mean. This is fashion. I was so excited. Like the way that I gagged when I saw her on that red carpet, I haven't been that excited about fashion in a couple of months. But anyway, I would love to know your guys' thoughts about Zendaya's look at her premiere, because oh my gosh, she ate down. So enough of me blabbing, going on and on and on. Also, are you guys, one thing I did want to ask y'all too, the last thing I guess I would ask y'all before I end this intro was, are you guys in the city? Are y'all planning on going to the Versace sample sale this weekend? There is a sample sale. They had it in Miami like a couple of weeks ago, but they're bringing it to Atlanta this weekend. It's Friday through Sunday. I did get tickets or pre-register, but I heard you really don't even have to do that. But I did register and get like 2 tickets on Evite. I think I'm gonna go because I'm interested, and if I can get like a robe for the Lolo, then I'm gonna go. But I would love to know if you guys have heard about the sale, and if you plan on going, please comment down below, let me know. I'm not a big Versace girl, but I would love a robe if I can get one for like $100. So fingers crossed on that. But anyway, enough of this long intro. If you are a returning subscriber, hey girl, hey, or hey boy, hey. And again, if you are new, before we get into this thing, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because I would love to have you over here as a part of the family. And with all that being said, girl, let's get into the actual vlog. So it's Super Bowl Sunday, and I'm here because I am desperate for a piece of chantilly cake. Like, that's really all I want. Like, oh, I hope everybody named my man up in here. Oh my goodness. So I just got a package in. This is just Forever 21. These are just re-ups. Y'all know I loved Forever 21 for basics. I probably should elevate my basics, because I do have to repurchase these probably a couple times a year, but they're so affordable. I don't mind, but when I think about it in the grand scheme of things, I'm probably wasting more money overall, but I love them so much and they work for me, so again, I don't necessarily mind. So anyway, again, these are just re-ups because after probably 20 wears, they do eventually get holes in the crotch or holes in the thigh. But black leggings, 1 pair and a 1X. Second pair of black leggings and a 1X. I also have the gray ones, 2 pair and a 1X. And then this is a black cami. Now the camis I don't have to repurchase, but I just bought this because probably, and this is in a 0X. I would have got all of these in a 0X, but they didn't have them. But I think I just got this cami because I needed to get free shipping or something like that. But yeah, so just some re-ups, and eventually I will go ahead and give Wofer $200 for some leggings. But until then, I'm gonna stick to Forever 21. Well, ladies, it's that time again. It is time to pull out the clothing rack so that we can go ahead and start getting these spring pieces going. What's crazy is that, well, I've already taken off. Did I take off a lot of this stuff? What's crazy is that I have not wore, like, obviously this is like my fall winter edit. A lot of the stuff I've taken off, actually. Well, I guess this suit, I never wore this suit either. There's so many things on this rack, this small rack, that I haven't even worn this season. For example, let's see, the oversized black blazer I got from Forever 21 that I was supposed to initially wear in Paris. My absolute favorite, this is crazy, you know what, I might wear this today because it's a little chilly today. This is my absolute favorite blank NYC moto jacket. I love this. I got this from the Nordstrom anniversary sale in 2022. Love this jacket, and I used to kill it like last year, but for some reason I have not worn that this season, but I'm definitely gonna pull it out. I don't know if y'all remember the leather army fatigue The pleather Army Fatigue Fashion Nova. As you can see, it still has the tag on it. Haven't worn that. Some of these pieces are going to be interchangeable. What else haven't I worn? Well, this is kind of spring summer too, but y'all remember this Noel piece from last year's Target collab? Clearly, again, tag still on it. Very much problematic. I definitely wore this a few times. This is my Zara jacket. This I love, and like I told y'all before, this is that Saint Laurent Teddy Duke jacket. So I definitely feel like I eventually will invest in the real thing, the real Saint Laurent coat, because the way that I love this jacket is just, it's just so classic. Like, oh, I just love this thing. And like I said, this is the dupe. But I can't even imagine how good of quality the real one is, and I really want the real one. So hopefully I will get that when it's on sale for like uber discount. And then lastly, this is the maroon moto jacket I got from Forever 21, like probably 2 years ago, 3 years ago. It was definitely during the pandemic. Have not worn that either, but it doesn't matter, because it is time has come for us to switch this out, because here in Atlanta, Georgia, baby, it literally is, we probably got like another week of like 50-degree weather. Actually, in next week we got some days where it's gonna be like 68, like damn near 70 degrees. So this is probably one of the last like kind of 50-ish days. So yeah, spring has sprung. So it's time to get this swapped out, and I think this is going to stay. Yeah, this is gonna stay, because I haven't worn this yet. And this is that Old Navy suit that I got. I showed y'all. But yeah, so let's see what vibes we're gonna go. And of course those style dresses are staying. So let's pick out some pieces so we can start this spring edit. So far this is what I have. Of course, some of the things have stayed on the rack, but this is a Chanel inspired blazer that I got from my aunt. It's like very short, very cropped. Years ago, it was way too small. Well, I could fit it, but it was like tight as hell. It is an extra large, and there's absolutely no stretch in it, but now it's looking just a smudge boxy. But either way, even if it's a little boxy or a little big now, which I don't know, because yeah, I'm gonna try it on and see what it's giving. But either way, I can get it taken in the waist. But I definitely want to give this a look this spring with like a jean, a pair. Oh, there's some really cute high-waisted flare jeans on American Eagle that have been on my Instagram like ads for like weeks, but every single time I try to order them, they sold out. I put myself on the list, still don't, and then they'll send me an email, and then you go to the link and it's not working. So those will be the perfect pair of high-waisted jeans to go with this blazer. But I think it'll give a very much a cunt, very girly, very cute little spring vibe for like a brunch or something. Of course, I'm keeping the Old Navy suit on here. I have no idea what type of shirt to wear up under this. So if you guys have any ideas, let me know, because it's a little oversized too. Yeah, I love this suit though, so I'm definitely going to keep it. I'm also going to keep the black oversized Forever 21 blazer. It's like a Frankie Shop dupe. This is just a universal thing, and now that I'm in the office one day a week, I can always, you know, style that up, and it looks much better on the body than it does on this rack. So I'm also keeping these on here. These are these like Old Navy. I showed you guys these when I picked them up, or when I ordered them. I went into the store to try them on, but basically they're like these Old Navy like trousers, but they're kind of like an athletic trouser, because they're like the pull-on pants, kind of like the Adidas like track pants. You see how the waist is there, but they are really cute. And I have these in black and white too, but I had them on the other day, so they need to be cleaned. But I love these pants, so I'm definitely keeping those in the green and with the white stripe. And they're like they're high-waisted too. You know, I love a high-waisted something. But so I'll definitely be wearing these for spring, summer. Of course, I'm keeping my style dresses. Listen, y'all probably get tired of me in these dresses, or talking about these dresses, or showing these dresses, but I love them. And I actually almost bought another one this morning when I was like up scrolling. on Net-a-Porter, but there was like shipping. Once they added $10 shipping on there, and then my promo code wasn't working, I was like, girl, you can keep the dress. It's clearly not for me. But anyway, I love this one. And of course, these are spring colors, so that will most certainly be getting worn. Again, the gray one, very much universal for all the seasons, so I would definitely be keeping that, and that will be getting worn this spring, summer. Also, this blue one, which I love. I've never worn this one before. Yeah, so I'm gonna bust that thing. I'm gonna bust that thing this summer. This, I wore this last fall, spring. This is so see-through. Jesus. I did have like a, this is like a Zara. It's essentially, it's kind of like a long cardigan, but I wore it as a dress and it looked really cute. I actually wore it to like Monticello when my sister was down here. I think that was like October of this past year, but this thing is so freaking see-through. But I did have like a little like bodysuit, like a Forever 21 like nude bodysuit on up under it, but it's super thin, as you can see, so that's like perfect for spring, summer. And it is black and white, but I'm always looking at it like, is this navy? But it's definitely black and white. You know, my favorite and only denim jacket, which is my Zara denim crop jacket, which I absolutely love. That thing will never, I'm gonna wear that every single season. I just absolutely love this jacket, and it's one of the best pieces I've ever gotten from Zara. Oh, that brings me, that just reminded me of a dress I could put on this rack from Zara. But anyway, next is this ASOS long nude cardigan that I have never worn. I've had it for years, but when I bought it, oh, y'all, it's a size 18. Yeah, that just goes to show how long ago I bought this, because I bought this when I was way bigger, before I started my weight loss journey, like probably in 2017 or 2016 is when I bought this. I love ASOS stuff. It's always good quality. I've shopped on ASOS for years, and I used to buy stuff that I wanted to aspire to fit in, so this is one of the pieces. So yeah, I definitely will be pulling this out. I love this new color. I don't know what I'm gonna style under it, but love that as like an oversized long cardigan. So keeping that on the spring rack. Next up is this, of course, Vie Noel kimono with the kimono robe with the what you call this thing? With the rope. Well, I can't think of what that is. With the tie, girl, whatever you gonna call it. She's gonna get worn with something. I love this, but I don't know. Excuse me, I never was able to think of what I could wear with this, so I'm sure I'll come up with something. And I'm not like a beach girl, so it's definitely not gonna get worn with like a bikini girl. Lastly, well, not lastly, but I'm also pulling out this. Never wore this. This is also the everybody loved this dress when it came out. This is from Kalana Barfield's Target line. It's like this asymmetrical, you can like shirt dress, shirt dress. You can wear it like that, like crisscross buttoned, or you can button it regularly, but I definitely love it like that, so I will be pulling that out for spring. Keeping this jacket on there just in case, you know, there's a cold night. And I'm also keeping this jacket on here in case there is a cold night. So lots of Zara, lots of Target, piece of ASOS, all the style pieces, little Old Navy, little Forever 21, and a little vintage Kim Harris. So yeah, that's what it's given so far, and I just thought of one dress to add to the rack, so let me go grab it. Y'all, I'm so sad I'm down to my last big shot. But I'm gonna savor this. It's probably gonna take me all weekend to finish this, but oh my God, these are so freaking amazing. This is in the what are you currently burning series. I am burning Storm, which is the candle I picked up last week at TJ Maxx. Y'all, look at this is a huge candle. This is how much I have burned in a week, and it's huge. Yeah, needless to say, I really love this. And again, this is essentially a dupe for Capri Blue, the Volcano candle by Capri Blue. So it smells amazing in here. And then I'm also burning, it's a little duo, it's a combo. So I'm also still burning the Cherry Gloss Volupsa candle. So these two smell amazing together. And I'm about to find something to watch on TV because the girl is in for the evening. What are you currently burning? Let me know, comment down below. Alexa, pause. Hey you guys, so I'm just coming to check in with y'all really quick. I am actually headed, I don't know why I'm giving ghost right now. I don't know what's the ghost giving, but anyway, I digress. It is Saturday, so I'm just checking in with y'all real quick because I'm about to go hit the streets. It is cold. And I'm just gonna go run some errands, and you already know, probably go get something to eat. Now, I was going to go to the Versace sample sale. However, I'm gonna go ahead and pass because, like I said earlier in the video, I am not the biggest Versace fan, number one. They do have some pieces. I was interested in a robe and possibly like some jewelry or maybe even like some glassware. However, the way that them lines are set up and the way that them prices are set up on day 2, I hear that on day 3, which is Sunday, they're gonna be reducing stuff down to like 50% because they don't wanna have any leftover inventory. However, when I see people waiting in line like 2-3 hours, like that's not my ministry. I'm not spending my Saturday, my off day doing that sort of thing. It'd be different if it was Hermes, Chanel, Prada, Louis Vuitton, etc. But for Versace, I'm gonna go ahead and pass, and I'm not gonna have any FOMO about it. So with all that being said, I'm just gonna be hitting the streets doing some standard errands, and like I said, definitely going to get something to eat because you know it's cheat day. But anyway, let me show you what I'm wearing. Like I said, it's like it's cold, y'all. It's like 40 something degrees. So I finally have decided to put on my blank NYC jacket. This is probably going to be one of the last days that I'm able to wear it, and I have not worn it the entire fall winter season. So that is what I'm wearing. I'm wearing my blank NYC moto jacket. I also have on, I have on my Asics, my favorite Asics. On some real shit, y'all, I need some new Asics because I be killing these. I love these so much, but they are super hard to get. But that's not what we're here to talk about. Here to talk about for my bag, I am carrying my Rocco. This is my Alexander Wang Rocco. So this is the black one with the rose gold hardware at the bottom. I was considering not wearing it because I have silver hardware on this jacket, but I said, who cares, girl? I have on my Fendi earrings. These are the two-tone gold on that ear and then silver on that ear. Of course, my everyday diamond pendant. And for my fragrance of the day, I smell so amazing. Let's talk about that. So I am wearing Cassili by Parfums de Marly. Oftentimes, every time I talk about this, I often say that I am super surprised that this is not as viral and as popular as Delena, because I absolutely love this, and I feel like most girls would love it too. Yeah, so if you haven't smelled Cassili, I recommend smelling it. You might like it. I love it a lot, and Joma Shop has it for less expensive than like Neiman Marcus. So anyway, with all that being said, let's go hit these streets, girl. I don't want to say I'm famished because, you know, I made breakfast this morning, but the girl is hungry, so let's go. I could not think of where to go eat, and I said, you know what? Go to the Dwarf house. I have a taste for chicken and waffles and the sweet potato souffle, and I haven't been here since.
You've arrived at your destination.
You don't say. I'm getting Hey you guys, so I'm just coming in to end off this week's vlog. There's no motion necessarily going on today. I just went to run a few errands. It is so cold outside. I went to Dwarf house, as I showed you guys, Chick-fil-A. So I am at home currently with the itis, but so just coming in to end off the vlog, but not before we briefly discuss this hoe. I don't know if you guys, some of y'all are familiar. I know my girl, Brown Girl Lux, and we talked about this in the DM just the other day, but I don't know if you guys are familiar with this whole Risa Tisa, I think is how you say her name, Risa Tisa. Anyway, it's this whole kind of like saga on TikTok where this lady is basically telling, the whole series is called Who the F Did I Marry? Who the F Did I Marry? So basically, this lady, she has like 50-ish parts. I have only watched like maybe a couple of parts, but basically she's essentially telling her story as to how she met a man during quarantine, and I think they got married after a couple of months, and come to find out this man is like an absolute, like the worst kind of pathological liar that you could think of. Like, he literally lied to her about everything. He lied to her and told her that he was a VP at some major corporation and that he made all of this money. And they literally got married legally. He even went as far as to falsify some documents so that they can get approved or pre-approved for a $700,000 plus house. It was crazy. The only reason why they didn't get the house is because they wanted to get the basement finished. And there was another offer that came in where the potential buyers did not want the basement finished. So the seller went with the other buyers. But if it wasn't for that, they would have been on the freaking line, or he would have been on the line or on the hook for a $700,000 mortgage. I mean, essentially mortgage fraud for the most part. This man used to be on the phone every morning, fake talking to a brother that he doesn't have a relationship with anymore. But he would literally be on the phone at like 6 o'clock in the morning, like keying and talking to his brother, Really, he wasn't talking to anybody. And like, basically, he's like telling her like, hey, my brother said this, or he said that. And oh, she said this and she said that. Like, he was literally kind of relaying messages from the wife to the brother. And the brother, there was not even a person on the phone. But basically, she ended up divorcing him. They wasn't married for very long. But it's just the freaking level of deception and the amount of the degree that he went through to keep this lie going. But one thing about her, she did admit that she was desperate and that she thought it was like her turn and she really wanted to get married. So she overlooked a lot of things or whatever. Come to find out, this man is a felon. He got a freaking criminal background. It was just so crazy. So it's a whole saga. So if you are interested, if you are not familiar, it's pretty much viral. This is all over my FYP on TikTok all weekend long. And it's just crazy because you would think that this lady clearly is a very intelligent lady. Like, you could just tell that she is not dumb by any stretch of the imagination, just based off of the way that she's telling the story. But even she overlooked a lot of the red flags because she was just so eager to be in a relationship and to be married. And she was even pregnant by this man, but she ended up losing the baby. And she says that, you know, obviously she feels like that was a blessing in disguise. The whole story is just crazy, but it also reminded me of this other kind of viral story, Miss Gail Lewis. Yeah, if you haven't heard about that, that was about this lady in Atlanta where she had saw her husband in the Atlanta airport with his mistress. But basically, Miss Gail was telling her story similar to the way Risa Tisa was telling her story, but just a little bit different. But that was just like a couple of weeks ago with Miss Gail. So I just say all of that to say that Miss Gail, because she went super viral too, she walked. So, I mean, what is it they say? She walked so Risa Tisa could run, basically, because essentially their stories are very like super viral, crazy relationship, marriage stories. And it just goes to show that you really got to go beyond doing your due diligence, because some people are just, they will take deception to like a whole nother level. It's really unbelievable. But anyway, if you're familiar with this story, please comment down below, let me know. But it's time for me to go ahead and wrap up this vlog, y'all. I am so sleepy. Just ate all that food. I got the itis. So if you made it to the end of the vlog, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in Dallas in the next vlog.